Yo, what is good, guys? It's your boy Gamers Goon here today with a new video. I figured, you know what, I've been seeing a couple of these videos float around recently. I'm going to do the top 10 current WWE superstars for the male division. Later on today, I will have a top 5 female wrestlers edition. I can't really do top 10 because there's not as many. So, we're going to start off with an honorable mention. Quick shout out to the boy Finn Balor. You would be higher on this list. I really like Finn Balor. He's a great wrestler. He didn't make my list, though. He didn't make the list. He didn't make it because of the way he's been booked after returning. He got put into that Fatal 5-Way. He didn't win it. I believe he took the Coquina Clutch and passed out to it. So, and now he's entering a meaningless feud with Elias Sampson, which I don't really know why they started feuding. It's because he interrupted him. Woo, what kind of crap is that? Why did he need to interrupt him? What kind of storyline is that? That is not really that good. But I don't blame that too much on Finn Balor. I just blame that on creative. So a quick shout out to the boy Finn Balor. Number 10. Now, this is one that I think could go a whole lot higher. But I have him here for a special reason. It's because he's going to be off TV for a while. And we don't know exactly when he will return to be on TV. Unlike a guy like Cena. Chris Jericho, number 10. You want to know why Chris Jericho is number 10? I actually considered him in the top 3. But I had to move him back because I thought the guys that have been on TV as of late, they deserve it a little bit more than one of the greats already. He doesn't need this small little accolade of making my list. So I moved him back a little bit. And He came off probably one of the best, if not the best, run of his career. I mean, Finn Balor was a guy that I thought would make a good run after WrestleMania. But Y2J, sure, he got the United States title after WrestleMania. But he ended up losing it to Kevin Owens and being taken off TV in brutal fashion. I mean, Y2J was booked perfectly. I really like Y2J. I don't really know why they brought him to SmackDown. They could have easily kept him on Raw. So when he returns, Raw has another star there. Because right now it's the same 5 and Brock Lesnar in the title picture over there in Raw. I mean, the main event scene in Raw is... I mean, it has the same guys. It's a decent flow of people. But I'm telling you, man, Chris Jericho would heavily improve that. Even if it's for a mid-card title, like against The Miz. I mean, that'd be a decent little feud. Number 9. Braun Strowman. I really started to like Braun Strowman. Probably right before WrestleMania. I believe it was Roadblock. He had a match. It was either Roadblock or Fastlane. That he had a match against Roman Reigns. I really enjoyed that match. I started liking Braun Strowman a little bit. I don't believe he was booked for WrestleMania, though. Really like the... No, he wasn't. Unless he was in a pre-show match, because I've watched the regular WrestleMania like 4 times, and I don't remember seeing Braun Strowman. I think Braun Strowman really could have been a big piece to a WrestleMania match. I don't know where he would fit in. I don't know where he'd fit in. Could have brought Finn Balor back early, because he was cleared. Could have had a match against Braun. But that was that, man. Braun, I mean, I love the work Braun is doing. They're booking him like a monster. Perfect booking on their part. Braun Strowman should be the big killer. The problem I have with them booking with Braun Strowman is when he loses to Roman Reigns. No, never do that ever again. Please. Next, number 8, another guy I think is having one of the best runs of his career with Maurice at his side, The Miz. I've been a big Miz fan in the past. He went on a year hiatus in like 2013 or something like that. And I actually posted on Instagram a picture. You can go on my Instagram at Austin23Forward and look at it. But for that, I posted a picture of me playing 2K. I believe it was 14 at the time, with The Miz. I had The Miz holding the championship. It was back when they had the Swirly Championship with John Cena, I was like, I really wish The Miz would come back. And The Miz ended up coming back, and I think The Miz is doing great work with the Intercontinental title. The only problem that I don't have him on the list as high as I have him at the 8th spot is because he's been extending this. Well, he's not. The booking is extending the feud with Dean Ambrose. We get it. They had a feud. It's over now. We don't need to see it more and more and more and more. We already know how it's going to play out. At the end, Miz is going to win. And, by the way, whose idea of a joke was it to bring Miz back? I laughed at the fact. I got to give them credit. They made me laugh. They made me laugh at the fact that they had a pair team with the Miz. What kind of booking is that? Number 7, Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura, if this was straight up wrestling ability, I would probably have him in the top. Easily top 2 in the business. I'll tell you who he's behind. But Shinsuke Nakamura, I really think if they would have booked him better. They didn't need to book him for Money in the Bank. Sure, it was cool that he was in Money in the Bank. He delivered a bunch of Kinshasas. It was a nice moment. He had a moment with AJ Styles. It was phenomenal, as AJ would say. Shinsuke Nakamura entered a feud with Dolph Ziggler. Sure, he won. Okay. Why did he have a match again with Dolph Ziggler on SmackDown? Why is Shinsuke Nakamura wrestling on SmackDown? Are you going to answer? Raise of hands, who thinks that's a good idea? I'll wait. Yeah, it's not a good idea. Sure, it's cool to see Shinsuke, but at least, please, at least put him in a freaking dark match. Keep him off TV. I mean, sure, we love to see Shinsuke Nakamura. Sure, we love his theme. Sure, we love his entrance. Sure, we love the strong style aspect. But Shinsuke Nakamura is supposed to be special. 6, the cover boy, Seth frickin' Rollins. I have a standee right there of him, actually. Seth Rollins, what is there to say, man? It's a love-hate relationship with me and Seth Rollins. What? There's like cricket noises downstairs. I don't know why. Anyways, Seth Rollins. Sure, he's a great wrestler. Back in the day, with the Authority, I didn't like the way Seth Rollins was pulling that cheap crap off. You know what I mean? I was against the heels back then. So, I didn't like Seth Rollins back then. Don't like Seth Rollins now. I mean, I do like Seth Rollins now. That's what I meant to show. I didn't like him back then. I love Seth Rollins now. Seth Rollins is probably doing one of the best works of his life. His heel run, now that I think of it, was actually really good. I mean, for some reason, I loved the moment when he cashed in at freaking WrestleMania, but I hated Seth Rollins. You know why I love the moment? Because he stopped Roman Reigns from winning. That's why I didn't like freaking Rollins, and that's why I liked him. He cashed in on Roman, but I didn't like the heel aspect about him. He stopped the guy that I don't like from winning. Number 5. This is controversial, but Brock Lesnar makes it to the list. That's right. Jericho just put you on the list, Lesnar. Lesnar, I understand, is special. I understand he doesn't need to be on TV. That's how they should be looking Shinsuke Nakamura, but Shinsuke Nakamura shouldn't be off TV for 3 months. Brock Lesnar shouldn't be off TV for 3 months unless he's not signed with the company. The only way Brock Lesnar should be off the TV is maybe for, I don't know, 3 weeks, bring him back, or you know what? Have him follow the pay-per-view up, make him be there, and have him start his feud, and then you can have Heyman continue it. Lesnar doesn't even have to be there. Since it's Lesnar's contract that he gets to pick and choose, you could have Heyman continue it. Like we saw with the Joe feud that's going on. They had Heyman start it, and then Lesnar was there, then Lesnar wasn't. They could continue it the other way with Lesnar starting, and then Heyman finishes it. It's just a little hint there for the WWE. I mean, that would be a smart move to go with. Brock Lesnar, you don't need him to speak. Please never have Brock Lesnar speak. You just have to have him be there and brutally assault people with F5s and suplexes. He did a great job in the Joe standoff where he suplexed a couple officials. I would have loved to see freaking Lesnar just pick up like all 5 guys holding him back, just like tackle him and pick him up and F5 them all. That'd be so great. I would have loved Lesnar to do that. Number 4 though is the man that Lesnar has to face at Great Balls of Fire. You know who that is? Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe might be the best thing on Raw at the moment, because the next 3 are all from SmackDown. Samoa Joe, he's been cutting promos of his life. We knew Samoa Joe was a great wrestler back in TNA. I watched Samoa Joe in TNA. I watched him have classics with Kurt Angle. I watched him freaking wrestle Willow at the time. Samoa Joe was the man back then, man. I'm telling you, Samoa Joe, he came out with that music. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. He really looked like a complete freaking monster. Somebody who was gonna put you to sleep. They built him up as the submission machine. He really is a submission machine. Samoa Joe is probably, if not before this feud, the most underutilized talent of them all. Samoa Joe wasn't at WrestleMania. Samoa Joe should have been at WrestleMania. Samoa Joe is the guy now on Raw. Rollins is a great aspect to have. Sure, Lesnar brings in views. Sure, Nakamura from SmackDown can bring in views. Sure, a guy like Braun is strong. I would like to see a Braun frickin' Joe feud. That would be brutal. Lesnar, I hope Lesnar drops the title to Joe. He won't. That's just how they're going to book Lesnar. But I really think Joe is doing the work of his life. He is really busting his butt off to make sure we are entertained and actually buy into this feud. So, props to Samoa Joe. I'm going to leave it off there with number 4. Number 3, we got the face of America, Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, what is there to say, man? He lays his life on the line like every single match, bro. Whether it be freaking taking spots into tables, whether that be taking spots in ladders, this guy is a freaking monster. I mean, sure, there's safe ways to take bumps, but you can't freaking project that crap when you powerbomb freaking Kevin Owens through a ladder. You can't project that something's not going to go wrong and freaking Owens not going to get a back shattered or something. Kevin Owens, man, I'm telling you, he's a legit guy. I really like Kevin Owens. He's a true heel. There's been mention that he might be turned babyface on SmackDown. I really hope he doesn't. Kevin Owens, I'm telling you. Even on social media, Kevin Owens is a true heel. When you meet him in person, he's probably going to be nice. I've seen videos of people meeting him, and he's just like, yeah, buddy, or whatever. But Kevin Owens really tries to bring that kayfabe back. So, he's one of those guys that tries his best to make what seems to be in the ring feuds to actually bring it into real life. I mean, he really tries, because he smack talks people on Twitter. He even posts crap to his fans that say something like, oh, you're just a fat slob that couldn't do something. And he was like, you're wrong, actually. I'm a fat, rich slob. I love Kevin Owens when he responds. I'm telling you, Kevin Owens is a monster, and he's great. Next, at number 2, you might be wondering who. Who? By the way, tomorrow you can catch my tag team video. Later today, I'm going to give you the female wrestler video. But, number 2. John Cena. You know why John Cena's at number 2? Because he's returning. John Cena, you can't argue. He makes everybody look good. Almost. If he has a Roman Reigns feud, I don't know if he would. Would he make Roman Reigns look good? I honestly don't know that. I don't think Roman Reigns has beat everybody and he hasn't looked good. Depends how they put it off, I guess. But I don't think I'd still buy into Roman Reigns as the face if you beat Cena. Really don't think it would happen. So John Cena is one of, if not the most high-profile wrestlers in the history of the company. Sure, The Rock is there. Sure, Stone Cold is there. But if you ask anybody today, like, do you know a single WWE superstar? Somebody that didn't watch back in the Attitude Era? Someone who's never watched, actually. That just, do you know a superstar? They would probably know John Cena or The Rock. Those are the two that they'd know, most likely. Unless they knew The Miz from his TV, but I doubt they would know that The Miz wrestled. But everybody knows John Cena, basically. He's an internet meme. He's a freaking legend outside the ring. He's granting wishes. John Cena is a great person, man. And John Cena really brings it into the ring. He brings the level of intensity there. His Miz, Nikki, and Maurice feud at WrestleMania that culminated, I mean, the match wasn't all that great, but he really did bring out a side of The Miz that we haven't seen. Their promos between Cena and The Miz, oh my god, that was comedy gold. And not for, like, freaking Miz Bear crap that was just so funny on how stupid it was. That was, like, great. If you want to enter a promo battle, that's great. If you want the promo battle of your life, Miz and Cena are the ones that you got to go watch. I really loved John Cena and the Miz's feud. They really fired back and forth. Cena, I hear also, I know he has creative input, but he even tells guys like the Miz, for example, since they fought, he even told the Miz, you can fire at me however you want, but I'm just going to fire a little bit harder back. One of the best moments there was when Cena was out there. I don't know if Nikki was there or not, but Miz and Maurice were out there, and then he was like, you want to knock Nicole for not having kids? Well, how many kids do you have? And you guys been married for 3 years. Oh yeah, that's right, 0. What, you firing blank there, sport? That was great. I freaking love Cena. He is a great talker. There's moments where you know he's being cheesy. You know he doesn't want this gig of where he's at. But Cena, if he wants to be good, Cena is probably, if not the best talker in the business. Number 1. You might be asking, who is this phenomenal one? Can I get a drum roll? Or did I just spoil it? AJ Styles. What's there to say about AJ, man? AJ is one of those guys you just want to love. Whether he's a heel, he's a face, people get behind his in-ring talent. He's been quoted as the best in the world before. He should have been in WWE a long time ago. A lot of people think that, man. And it's probably facts. But I think if AJ Styles went any other way than actually starting in TNA, building his name up there, I remember the exact episode. Well, I don't remember the number of the episode. I remember a episode where AJ Styles took the TNA Championship and went over to Japan or ROH or wherever it was. He just held the title hostage. That was great. That was great right there, man. AJ Styles, I'm telling you, he can be a heel, he can be a face. It don't matter. People are going to love him just for his in-ring ability. AJ Styles has the ability to put on a classic. Look at his match with John Cena. One of the best matches of the year. You gonna think of another one? You want me to think of another one for you? Shane O'Mac. WrestleMania 33. Now, Shane O'Mac, I understand, does crazy stuff. I understand Shane O'Mac can throw some punches. But AJ Styles really looked like he carried Shane O'Mac there in the wrestling tactics, basically. AJ Styles is one of those guys you love, man. Look at his match with Kevin Owens that ended on a screw-over finish. That was a decent little match. AJ Styles has been a part of some great matches. And he's only been in the WWE for less than 2 years, I think. Because he debuted at the Rumble 2 Rumbles ago. So, AJ Styles, he debuted at the Rumble. That was one versus all. But AJ Styles is a great guy when it comes to being in ring. And AJ Styles outside the ring, too. Well, outside wrestling in the ring. He can cut some good promos. He's never been the promo guy. But AJ Styles, I'm telling you, he gets it done with his in-ring ability. And with the face that runs the place crap, he can get some stuff over that shouldn't be over. Just like Jericho. Jericho got a scarf over. He got a freaking cardboard list thing over. He got a freaking piece of paper and a clipboard over. Think about that. This paper right here is famous for being put over by Chris Jericho. What kind of crap is that? That is serious stuff right there. When you can put over such a little item that... I mean, he even put over a jacket before. Freaking Jericho, I love him, man. He's a great, great talker. Jericho is one of the best in the business, and he definitely is going to be in the Hall of Fame one day. So, should AJ Styles, I don't know if he will because of how late he came into the WWE, but AJ Styles, hands down, one of the best in the business today when it comes to in-ring skill. He might be the best. I would like to see, possibly, I'm just throwing this out there, next draft, your Superstar Shakeup, or whatever the world, you're going to have them interswap brands. Please, give me Finn Balor and AJ Styles on the same brand. Book AJ Styles to have a WrestleMania match against Seth Rollins. The night after, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and bring in Kenny Omega. Have them three team up. After Rollins is disappointed in losing, have them three team up and attack Rollins. Where Roman and Dean come out and they reunite the Shield. I don't know if that would be over now, but I really want to see the Shield again. I don't really know how I'd buy into the Roman fact of the Shield, though. I don't know if that bad taste from him constantly be putting over would still be in my mouth if they reunited it. But I really would like to see a club, well, or what would they put it as? The Balor Club or the Styles Club? Oh. I don't know what they would put it over as. The Omega Club. Please. I want to see that match. You can make that match for SummerSlam. You can build up. You can have Rollins Okada. Or not Okada. Okada. Okay. Okada's in the freaking Bullet Club now, people. You can have Rollins and Omega. After Rollins get his title shot, Omega can come screw him out. And then you can interswap them. You can have Roman versus Styles. You can have a Dean Ambrose versus Balor. You can interswap them to headline pay-per-views. And you could have different combinations each pay-per-view, all leading up to the culmination where finally we get to see the return of both teams together in a match at SummerSlam. I'm just throwing that idea out there. Hopefully the WWE sees this video. I doubt they will. I really doubt this video even gets over 100 views. But I'm just throwing this out there so somebody from the company, or knows somebody from the company, show them this little clip here and get them thinking straight. Because I really would like to see that. That would be kind of cool. I don't know who would be the faces and who would be the heels. I'd assume that the club would be the heels. Really would. Balor could be a heel. a demon could be a legit heel. How is it that a babyface is a demon? That is great. I don't know how Balor manages to do that. He hasn't done it since returning, but anyways, that's been your guys' top 10 plus Finn Balor for today on the best WWE superstars in the business of 2017. It's been your boy, GamersGoon. Make sure you click that red subscribe button. Make sure you click the thumbs up. And make sure you leave a comment down below, man. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, man.